Hola, welcome to Fan for Spanish Materials. Today's video is going to be about a very handy topic. It's going to be about how to say I have to. Um, so let's have a look at the simple structure we've been talking about before. Pretty much is how the personal pronouns are yo, I, tú, you, él, he, ella, she, usted, you, formal singular. Nosotros, we, vosotros, you guys, informal Spain. Ellos, they, ellas, they, only females. And ustedes, you guys, formal Latin America. Good. Now that we kind of rehearse this a tiny bit, we're going to go for I have to, or you have to. So, have to. So we are going to use the verb to have here also in Spanish. Tener is the verb to have. Do you remember when we were talking about I have 30 years to say the age, like to tell about the age? So it's the same here. Yo tengo, you see, yo tengo, tú tienes, él tiene, nosotros tenemos. And we are going to add one word, the word que. And this que is exactly the same way you add the word to in English, because you say, I have to, right? I have, and then to. You have to, right? She has to, they have to, we have to. So it's exactly the same situation. We just need to add this word here afterwards. So, tener que, let's conjugate this. Let's say I have to, and we're gonna put verbs in infinitive afterwards. I have to eat, I have to work, I have to go out, I have to work out, I have to cook, and so on. You can put any verb here in infinitive. Remember, verbs in infinitive are those that end with er, ar, and ir, just in infinitive, yeah, on their own. So let's say I have to eat. Yo tengo que comer. Awesome. How do we say you have to eat? Tú tienes que comer. This is another color. He has to work. Él tiene que trabajar. We have to, let's use she. She has to work. Ella tiene que trabajar. We have to go out. Salir is to go out. So, nosotros tenemos que salir. Uh, they have to work. Ellos tienen que trabajar. Vosotros tenéis que salir. You guys have to go out. Okay, so now easy, right? If you want to add the negative, remember, no is the negative, and the negative always comes right after the personal pronouns. It's right after. If you ever want to say a sentence in negative in Spanish, you just have to put this no right after the personal pronoun. Yo no, tú no, él no, nosotros no, vosotros no, ellos no. And the rest is the same. You conjugate the verb, you do whatever you have to do. But every time you want to say a sentence in negative, please, right after the personal pronoun, you put the no. Sometimes you omit the personal pronouns here in Spanish, I would say a lot of times. So if you omit the personal pronoun, it's going to start with no right away. Yeah. So you can say, let's say, Let's say I don't have time. I don't have to work. Instead of saying yo no tengo que trabajar, I don't have to work, I can say no tengo que trabajar. Or I don't have to eat. No tengo que comer. So we can omit the personal pronouns. Yeah. It's not recommended to omit them when we are talking about third person, singular, and plural. Why? Because you have three options here. You have three options. So it's not that obvious what you are using here. For yo, tú, nosotros, and vosotros is obvious. But when you use third person, this conjugation could be for these three options. So it's better to specify which of them you're using. Therefore, try not to omit them as well as here. Okay, so easy. I have to study Spanish. So, tengo que estudiar español. You see, I didn't put yo here. So how do we practice this? Simple. Well, read this first. And first of all, and I always say it, practice with your flashcards, Quizlet flashcards. If you have time, do the notes and writing. If writing helps you learning, and after that, we're gonna use them in real life situations, which is the verbal oral part. So we're gonna go to the street and face things like in this case we're going to ask people what they have to do later, today, tomorrow. Just let's annoy them, and also let's tell them what you have to do later, today, tomorrow. So pretty much here you just talk about work. I have to work, I have to go, I have to do this, I have to work out, I have to travel, I have to buy this, I have to eat, I have to prepare, I have to cook, I have to invite, I have to call somebody. So all the things you have to do, tell people what you have to do, that stuff. And also ask them, like, what do you have to do? Remember, what is que? So if you want to ask, what do you have to do? You say, ¿qué tienes que hacer? All right? ¿Qué is what? ¿Qué tienes que hacer? And remember, why tienes que? Because tienes que is you have to. Remember, it's conjugated for the second person. Yeah? ¿Qué tienes que hacer? And hacer is the verb to make or to do. Okay? So that's it. With this question, you can ask anybody, what you have to do. Okay, have fun. Use this a lot on the street with people, friends, whatever you can talk to. And see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.